And many have felt the effects of Storm Claudia today, but will those wind and rain warnings continue into the weekend? I'll have your full national forecast later in the programme. Been a wet and windy end to the week for many, but will the unsettled weather ease up over the weekend? I'll have your full national forecast next.
Is it ever going to stop raining?
It really feels like it won't, doesn't it? It feels endless. It's time to build an ark. It will stop raining, but not quite yet. We are certainly seeing a very soggy end to the week, but not for everyone, just across many parts of the UK. Now, what is going on? It's all down to Storm Claudia, of course. Now, normally what we would expect when an autumn storm affected the UK is that it roared in from the Atlantic, bringing very strong winds and heavy rain, and then it roared off the scene to go and create havoc in Scandinavia. That is not what Storm Claudia is doing. This is a Spanish named storm, so there is some confusion about storm names at the moment. But anyway, as it stands, Storm Claudia is something a little bit different. Now you can see that it's sitting as usual down across those southwestern parts, but look what's happening here. High pressure starting to build, and this is what's going to be giving us a really unusual picture. Now, if we run the sequence, just watch here, you can see that essentially this area of high pressure is blocking the exit of Claudia, and that means that this rain-bearing frontal system here associated with Storm Claudia is just basically sitting there. It can't move away, it can't go out the back door, and that means that it is going to be just raining itself out. And then we've got a system moving southwards on Sunday and into Monday, and behind that the wind starts to change direction. So it's very wet, then it gets drier, and it gets colder as well, because this area is coming straight down from the Arctic, and that's going to be having a significant impact on our temperatures. Have a look at this. This week has been amazingly mild. It's mid-November, folks, 18 degrees. Next week, below the seasonal average. Now, let's have a look at the warnings, because, of course, all of that rain is creating some quite significant impacts. We've got yellow wind warnings. It's not so much of a wind event, this one. It's more of a rain event. Let's have a look at how that looks. You can see a wide-ranging yellow warning in force, and then this amber warning as well. And some of these roll into Saturday as well. And then even after those have expired, the rain will continue for some as well. But slowly, that situation will start to calm down as we move through the second half of the weekend. So let's look now at all the details in the national forecast. People that looks outside, sees it tipping with rain and goes, thank goodness, the forecast is right.
I think it's a weekend for the sofa. Becky, thank you.
So there's an awful lot going on at the moment with Storm Claudia still very much in effect across the UK, but bright in the north for the weekend. It's still quite damp in the south, although I said an improving picture. And then we've got that much colder air starting to move in. We'll get to that in just a moment. But for the here and now, you can see there is that system just churning away. It's been a lovely day across more northern parts, but you see it doesn't really make much northerly progress as we move through the night. That high pressure, of course, blocking the exit of that system. And we've still got the weather warnings in force by the time we get to the end of the night. Starting to get quite a lot colder there to the north and still mild in the south. Then we have a look ahead to the start of the weekend. Quite quickly, that weather warning moves off the scene. We've got one just tucking in there towards the far southeastern parts of Northern Ireland. That's in force just until around lunchtime. And then slowly that system is dying away. Not much left on it. Beautiful picture there across more northern parts of Scotland. But towards the south, although it's drier, it's quite misty, murky, and still quite mild. Then we jump ahead to the picture for Sunday. And there's that frontal system that we saw earlier on, slowly starting to make its track southwards across the UK, and you can see these winds behind it pulling down that Arctic air, really making it feel very chilly indeed. These are the values, but then if you add on that what we call the feels like temperature, it's feeling really quite bitter. And then we'll jump ahead to the next few days into early next week. You can see these temperatures are really not looking very promising at all. It's feeling cold, it's feeling actually quite wintry in places, but on the plus note, it is going to be stopping raining and at least the sunshine will come out.